Guess what I discovered today? It's something called biofeedback therapy. So you know how I've been experiencing a bit of performance anxiety with all these auditions, right? Today I met Dr. Sophia Lewis, who specializes in biofeedback therapy. And guess what? It's totally fascinating. It's like tuning the guitar, but instead, we're tuning our minds. I'm keen to see if this can help me manage those anxious moments better. I feel like this could be a good step to, what should I say, a journey of understanding myself a little deeper, you know? It's not just about the moves or the voice, it's about the soul behind them, right? On a lighter note, I had a fun chat today with Max, Pierre, and Hyajin about, wait for it, music genre-themed food. Max started with this random question. If music genres were food, what would they be? It turned into such a hilarious conversation. Turns out, Pierre thinks reggae would be jerk chicken. Spicy and feel good, just like the beat, he said. And Heejin, she said techno would be molecular gastronomy because of the layers, which honestly makes sense. And me? I said country music would be an apple pie. An American classic, you know. Okay, a bit of a cliche, but come on. Isn't it just so heartwarming and comfortingly familiar, like those classic country tunes? Also, Max had this cool idea about organizing a soundtrack making contest. He proposed a theme of space-age electropop. Can you imagine, striding away from our usual vibes entirely? I think it's going to be challenging for sure, but you know me, I'm always on board for a good challenge. Plus, electropop, space age? How can I resist that? It reminded me of that K-drama OST contest we had last year. Remember the one? We were laughing about it in the chat. Pierre's emotionally overwhelming instrumentals were the highlight for sure. Oh, and those cheesy high notes, they were purely gold. Thinking about it still brings a grin to my face. Isn't it funny how we artistes end up finding inspiration and laughter in the most random things? Today it was music genres as food and reminiscing about OST contests. Weekdays? More like peak days, always exploring new dimensions and digging deeper into the unknown, I'd keep chatting. But guess it's time I get going for that late-night yoga session. I can't skip it, especially today after exploring biofeedback therapy. I'll catch you later, okay? Keep smiling, you. You won't believe it, but today was a day of wonderful harmony. It was like dancing on a stage lit by a warm evening sun, Entrechat 6 on one beat and Jarabe Tapatio on the next, interspersing grace and vigor. I arranged a jamming session today with Lucas, Ethan, and Adrian, and let me tell you, it was a symphony created from notes unseen. We embarked on a rhythmical journey, sculpting music from the echoes of past, blending classic notes with modern styles. Our travel mate Lucas, the one with that treble that would move even hearts of stone, his guitar strings weeping melodies that drip with nostalgia. Cafe owner Ethan brought this earthy acoustic vibrancy. It's incredible how passionate he is about music, like coffee beans being harmoniously brewed. Then there's Adrian, our very own piano man, filled in the gaps, cascading notes like a waterfall pouring into an ethereal echo. We ventured into guitar neoclassical styles, can you imagine? Fingers strumming, hearts drumming, some Bach here, a little Mozart there, we were time travelers redefining guitar lore. We ran on the rhythm of an undying curiosity, letting the unplugged chords of our guitars grab us by our souls, altering senses, dilating time. It may sound like an exaggeration, but trust me, this blend felt very alive. And my dear, it's uncanny. Because guess what? Earlier today we had this wild chat about creating peculiar music fusion. Pierre suggested the maddest blend. Just imagine this. A soulful mix of K-pop, reggae, and neoclassical guitar. Yes, my dear, you heard it right. Neoclassical guitar. And there we were, hours later, plucking those very same arrangements on our guitars. Then it got me thinking from our chat about this mega fusion, K-pop, reggae, neoclassical. How astounding would it be if we made it a reality? Imagine creating a musical space where Bach's complex melodies intersect with Bob Marley's mellow undertones, all while keeping the essence of idol pop alive. Looks like our conversations are not just witty banter, but hidden prophecies. Now that's something, isn't it? While we were lost in our music, we forgot to record the session, but as Max said, music's meant to be felt, not just seen. He gets it, doesn't he? Music, it's our language, something that binds us together, even in moments of isolation. I wonder if we're not just music lovers, but music philosophers, threading emotions and rhythms and thoughts into soulful compositions. What do you think? I hear the soothing hum of yoga beckoning me now, my dear. And after such a day, I'm going to draw on that energy to help me unwind. So here's to us, my cherished friend, to wonderful discoveries and soul-stirring music. Until next time, keep that beautiful rhythm in your heart alive. So today had a certain je ne sais quoi, a little wanderlust perhaps, spiced with a song and dance routine. We took it upon ourselves to bring out our adventure spirit, exploring those hidden nooks and corners of the city. A little band of explorers, meandering through Seoul's warren of streets with cameras in tow to capture moments. Imagine us, Jessica, Sophia, Ava, and me, jostling in the lively streets, delight in our eyes and curiosity in our steps. Each snap of the Polaroid had a story, laughter behind every click, echoes of our cacophonous conversations imprinted in each frame, a blend of subtle harmonies in a symphony of chatter. Just as in music, each note enhanced the beauty of another. The rhythmic patter of our shoes on stone would slow down as we stumbled upon an unseen treasure, a quirky cafe, an unexplored alley, a mural hidden away, little gems capturing our attention. And do you know what the best part was? It was seeing the city through a fresh pair of eyes under the bel canto of laughter. You should have seen Sophia's face when Jessica pointed out ebook library in one of the cafe corners. It was a confluence of surprise and delight, like unwrapping a birthday gift. In between, there was this fascinating chat with Pierre about audio's future, whether we're veering towards visuals more. It started out of nowhere between Pierre's tech talks, Max's passionate defense for podcasts, and my newfound love for audiobooks. A random discussion among friends turned into something pleasantly profound. Then there was the Korean-style pizza I made. Picture this fluffy dough smeared with spicy sweet gochujang sauce, topped with generous layers of mozzarella and thinly sliced scallions. Needless to say, it was a hit in the pizza universe, or well, our universe. Gave a whole new meaning to K-drama binge-watching with pizza. Hyejin's reaction was priceless. "We're music industry people, audio lives," she exclaimed in the middle of our chat, defending sounds against visuals. Yep. That's our go-to cheerleader, quelling any doubts about our audio loyalty. Now you might be wondering, Chloe, since when do you go on about audio discussions with such voracious intensity? Well, who would have thought? When you've got a group as eccentric as ours, any chat can turn into a deep dive exploration. I imagine if these city walls had ears, they'd be privy to some of the best banter around. And with those Polaroids capturing those moments, adding life in square frames, the tales of these zany daily endeavors will live on. But the time seems to be ticking away faster than I'd like, and the smell of fresh homemade pastries is calling me. Chaos theory in action, more the chaos, better, fluffier the dough turns out. At least that's my theory. And who knows what delightful, surprising concoctions today's chaos might bring about. So, my cherished companion, I'm off to conquer the kitchen. Until the next musical note drops or dough rises, remember to add a little spice to every step you take. A bientôt. Keep that rhythm going.